guys, and welcome to Blackpack Homestead. Today is going to be a little video on our rabbits. I'm also going to show you how to make a rabbit poo tea to water your garden or your container plants. And I'm also going to use some comfrey in. So a little bit of garden, a little bit of animal keeping today. So let's go in here and make sure these guys have hay, water, food, and then we'll get to scooping up some rabbit poo to make some rabbit poo comfrey tea for the garden. See you in a second. Okay, so all the rabbits are hayed. They all have alfalfa pellets and fresh water. I just showed you the first two because it gets so dark back in there. You can't tell what I'm doing, so that's why I just showed you the cute babies doing the chores for them. Next, we are going to scoop up some rabbit poo and put it in a bucket. How does that sound? Let's do it. I just hope I don't get peed on doing this. So here's the rabbit poo. I'm gonna scoop rabbit poo from right here into my bucket, okay? There are so many larvae growing in there. Can you see that? I'm gonna go throw that to the chickens. Now, I don't want that larva in my compost tea that I'm fixing to make out of rabbit poo and comfrey, so I just threw all those fly larvae straight to the chickens, and look what they're doing. Bamman is on it, if you can see it. That's right there is where I threw that scoop, and she's over there eating the larva right now. Isn't that awesome? Thank you, Bamman. I can't wait till we can have a raking house to where you guys can eat that kind of stuff all the time. Yeah, if I find more, I'll bring them to you. So I'm going to go on around the rabbit habitat and get a couple more scoops of poo, and then I'll meet you up in the rabbit garden at the comfrey, okay? Okay, I'm going to show you the comfrey. This is comfrey, and this is comfrey, and this draws up lots of good minerals from the ground and is a great chop and drop mulch as well as to make good compost tea with. So now I'm just going to take these comfrey leaves right here off this little plant. And then I'm going to bring it over to my bucket. See the rabbit poo, and there's a little bit of hay in there. And now I'm going to chop this into my bucket. You know, there's no set amount on how much you need to put in, just whatever you feel like you want. There's no rhyme or reason to it, really. Just know that rabbit poo has got a lot of nitrogens in it and a lot of undigested food, because rabbits don't digest all their food. There's a lot of organic matter in their poo, and because it lays under that rabitat, it starts to grow a little bit of the white mycorrhizal fungi, which will also be in this compost tea, rabbit poo comfrey tea. And yeah, works pretty good. I've been feeding it to my container gardens all summer, and they're looking sad now because it's hot into summertime. So, but other than that, they're looking good. Now we're going to go up to the front yard where I have a swimming pool full of water, which is part rainwater and part of the tap water, but it's been sitting out for 2 days, so all the chlorine's evaporated out of it. Because when you do this, you don't want to use chlorinated or fluorinated water. You want it to be as pure water as possible, because that chlorine is going to kill all that white mycorrhizal fungi that's already growing on that rabbit poo. And we want to encourage that, because that's another thing that's going to make a good mycelium for our plants and feed them. So let's go up to the front yard and go get the watering can and fill this bucket up with some dog swimming pool water. How are you? Are y'all having a good day? Did you get any of those fly larvae I threw in from under the rabbit hat? Did you? Okay, well, I'm gonna go make some rabbit poo comfrey tea. I'll be back with y'all this evening when y'all are done laying your eggs. Love you, chickie boos. Okay, here we are on the front porch. I got my watering can full of the rainwater / evaporated chlorinated water out of the swimming pool. And now I'm gonna put it in this bucket of rabbit poo and comfrey. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, so here's our bucket. Here's our rainwater. Let me show you what it looks like down in there first. See, it's just chopped up comfrey and rabbit poo with a little bit of hay. Frame. Here's my rainwater / evaporated chlorinated water, and I'm just gonna pour it in. Total, there'll be about 3 gallons of water in this bucket. And that's about how much water I put into about 1/4 of a bucket of rabbit poo and how much ever comfrey I want to throw in. Then I'll throw 3 gallons of water in it. And then I'll let it sit for 24 hours before I use it. And then I'll just get a solo cup and dip it out. I'm telling you guys, it stinks. It really stinks. But your plants love it. So then after I get the 3 gallons of water and 1/4 of a 5-gallon bucket of rabbit poo and how much ever comfrey I desire, I put a lid on this bucket and I let it sit for 24 hours. So here's my lid. I'll let you see what it looks like down in there. It's kind of gross, but yeah. There's what it looks like, the rabbit poo and the comfrey just floating in there. So then I just put the lid on it and let it sit in the shade, preferably, because this is really gonna stink. In the shade for 24 hours, and then I use it. So for right now, since it's shady on my front porch, I'm gonna leave it here, over here, beside my plants. So, oh mercy. Gonna leave it right here in the shade, right next to the plants that I need to feed with this comfrey. It looks so sad over there. Well, that's all I've got right now. For right now, I've got to go take a nap, take a shower. I'm sweating, I feel nauseous. My head is hurting this morning. I don't know why I have such a headache this morning, but anyway, it'll be all right. I got the baby tomorrow. So, if I get to, I'll film some of the rabbits on the ground for the end of this. Thanks for joining me. Greatly appreciate it, and I'll film a better ending when my dogs aren't barking. I went in, I rested, I took a nap, and I know I said baby bunnies, but I need to give some attention to the garden. I have not picked any tomatoes. I haven't picked any tomatoes in 2 days. I haven't picked any beans in 2 days. I got pumpkins that look like they're ready. Check these pumpkins out. This is one of the Homestead Rewind jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. See, it's looking ready to go, isn't it? Look at that thing. And then here's another little sugar pumpkin. And then over here, look at these. These are ready to go. That one's ready. That one's still, jack-o'-lantern's got to turn. And there's another sugar pumpkin. And that one's ready. That one needs to be cut today. And then that one. Now, I use loppers or pruners when I cut these off. I didn't bring any of those down here with me today, but this evening when Chris gets home, we need to harvest some pumpkins. For sure, because I don't have the loppers with me. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 sugar pumpkins I see. 4. And about 3 jack-o'-lanterns. See, here's another jack-o'-lantern. See, and these squash vines have all died back. They're done. They're done. It's time to pull them out. As you can see, they're done. Everything's dying back, as it will when it's set its seed. So that's the pumpkins. I'm still trying not to step on the vines because they've still got a rough. And see, this one looks like its vine is all dried up. Yeah, that one's got to go. See how dried up that is and how its vine is? It's ready. But let's go see what kind of tomatoes we've got. And what kind of beans we got going on. Probably got a ton of everything, and it's really not the best time to be out here picking because it's still sunny out here and hot. But I've got to get this video edited for you guys today, It's Vlogust. Vlogust 2nd. Isn't that awesome? Check out all my beans. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful beans. 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 They're everywhere. So look at that. Over here, it looks like we got one blushing pretty. These are still just clustered together in green. These cherries haven't turned yet. And there's a big green one. Oh, but I see a mortgage lifter over there. Oh my goodness, my first mortgage lifter. But let's not pass by these cherry tomatoes. I need to pick those. Pick them, pick them, pick them, pick them, pick them. Look at that. I'm gonna leave some. I've got the baby tomorrow, so I'll leave a few so Hattie can pick. Okay, so we got a ton of these cherry tomatoes to pick. Oh my, there's so many. It's time to dehydrate them. I can't wait. I love to pick tomatoes. It's one of my favorite things about the garden. Tomatoes are my favorite. Ooh, that one's yucky. But that's all the cherries. See, everything's still pretty well green over there, except what I just got. Oh wait, I see more, I see more, I see more. Do you see it? There's another one. Beauty. I'll leave that one for tomorrow. Oh, these are looking good. Look up there. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Here is our Mr. Stripey plant, and it is ripening all this little bitty fruit. Yep, these are not what a Mr. Stripey is supposed to. Whoa! Don't fall down like that, y'all. Be careful. See, they're little like this, and they're supposed to be like 12-ounce slicers, 16-ounce slicers. I don't know why Mr. Stripeys don't get big in my garden anymore. I'm gonna have to figure that out. That one looks good, doesn't it? Very yellow and red. You're beautiful. And I see my first mortgage lifter. So excited. I love the mortgage lifter. It's one of my favorite tomatoes. They usually grow huge, but this year none of my slicers are huge. So check this out. We now know that this is a mortgage lifter. Yay! And right there's our first one. There it is. Our first mortgage lifter. Definitely from a fasciated blossom, but still a mortgage lifter. Yay! All the tomatoes I've got today. We'll have more to pick tomorrow for sure. Okay, let's go over here and see if these tomato plants in these cages, this jungle of a mess of a garden. I don't see any red ones. I don't really see any red ones. See, it's a jungle. See my jungle? That's tomato plants and ground cherries and pumpkins all mixed together. Crazy, huh? So now, since we know we don't have any ripe tomatoes on the tomato cage plants, let's go over to the raised bed and see if we got any tomatoes over there. Pitiful, pitiful looking plants, but cherry tomatoes. I'm going to leave those and Hattie can pick those. This is a beefsteak plant, but I left it to its own devices, so it actually did not grow very large fruits either because I didn't prune it. But there you go, little tiny red tomatoes. So yeah, that's our tomato haul. Let's go. I'm not going to pick any beans right now because as you can see, it's still really sunny and sweaty and hot. So let's go in here behind the green bean row. About the end of this week, I will be covered up in green beans. Covered up. Covered up. So yeah, everything's coming in on the garden. We got the rabbit poo tea made with the comfrey and the rabbit poo to water with my container gardens and feed these little struggling plants down here. So if you raise rabbits, maybe you could try making you some rabbit poo tea. Yeah. So I want to thank you for watching this little video today of what I happen to be doing, and very scattered and not well put together. But I hope you enjoy it, because today I felt really rough and I've created a video. So I hope you enjoyed seeing me make rabbit poo tea, seeing me take care of the rabbits, seeing me pick tomatoes, and looking at my garden in late summer. And I appreciate all y'all, and I appreciate all you new subscribers. And yeah, it's Vlogust 2nd, so this will close out the video for the 2nd of Vlogust. I hope y'all have a great day, and a great night, and a great evening, whatever time of day you start watching this video. And I'll see you here next time at the Blackpack Homestead. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Happy Vlogust 2nd. Guys, I'll see you here next time. Take care. God bless. We love you. And bye-bye.